Hi guys, come join me for a demonstration and talk about breathwork, of which breathwork is my daily foundation. If you're into health, you care about your health and your vibration, breathwork should be your highest priority. Top healing modality along with fasting, breathwork, intermittent fasting daily, urine therapy, distilled water, and good living, good life. Daily breathwork is the foundation. Now, breathwork has many different implies many different things. It could even mean meditation. It's a form of breathwork to me. Slowing down breath is breathwork. All the physical health protocols is all breathwork. When I mean breathwork, I mean like some form of pranayama that the yogis talked about. Anything that we do manipulating the breath to slow the breath down, breathwork is very powerful. So you've got intermittent hypoxia, intermittent hypoxia being holding your breath, very powerful. That's Dr. Buteyko's breath holds. Dr. Buteyko, it's just a breath hold, holding the breath, right? So that's a very good breath work exercise. On the exhale, normal breathing on the exhale, hold your nose as long as possible, and then let it flow. Wait 1 minute, hold your nose as long as possible, and do that 5 to 6 times. And that's a very powerful healing modality. For breath, what else have we got? We've got Wim Hof breathing, also very powerful. You've got other stuff you can mess about with, which I'm going to get to in the future. Holotropic, Soma breath, release a lot of DMT and stuff. But on this one, I've made videos on this before, and now I'm coming back to it because now I'm at a higher vibration. I can see what breath works are the most powerful, and I love Wim Hof breathing. It's very powerful. I also love what I just said, breath hold, Buteyko breath holding, very good. But my personal favorite at the moment, now I see the power of this, in terms of Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati's good too, but even better than all three in terms of the high it gives you, and that implies to me that there's more oxygen getting in the brain, there's more oxygen, it's a better form. I wouldn't say this is hypoxia, maybe it is, I don't know, but this breathwork, squatting, doggy panting, which I tap on, I add on doggy panting and squatting, but I'll just demo to you doggy panting. I think it's a yogic technique, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the doggy panting, if you do this with me true at some point, that you will find, it's easy to do. Might look a bit stupid, so hopefully do it in privacy, unless people want to think you're a fucking dog. Yeah, it's okay. What's mum doing? I'm fucking panting like a dog, like she's crazy lady. Shit like that. But, it's very powerful, and if you do it with me, or at some point, I'll show you how to do it. You will get high, and that's the implication of breath work being very powerful. All breath works are good, the ones I mentioned, don't get me wrong, but the breath holds do something, but they don't make me that high. Kapalbhati makes me high, but this makes me higher, and Wim Hof breathing makes me high, but I feel like it's even better than Wim Hof breathing. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you'll see what I mean. You're going to get tingling from doggy panting, you're going to get tingling in your face, you're going to get tingling in your body, especially if you add the squatting to it, which is not particularly hard. But even without it, I'm going to try with you now and see how I feel right after, without the squatting I do with it. So just like a demo now, and see what comes up in my body, because usually, and especially the healthier you are, I mean, even if you're not healthy, this is very powerful, but if you're healthy, you'll really start feeling the tingles. You get that through Wim Hof breathing as well, tingles all over your face. It's opening up, I don't know what it's doing. Is it opening up nadis, chakras? Is it just simple science, the capillaries, blood vessels dilating? I don't know. It's ridiculously simple though. Doggy panting is what it is. It's like it sounds like, it's panting like, I'm pretty sure yogis invent this, by the way. Panting like a dog. Alright, so, alright, bit of a weird one. Let me just demo quickly, alright? Whoa. By the way, the point of it, to get this beautiful bliss, and yes, my brain is fucking on fire and vibrating, my head's vibrating. The point is not just do a couple of pants, like really forced exhalations with the mouth open, like that, tongue out, wide out as much as possible, and exhale, force, let the inhale be passive. You keep doing it like a dog, and it'll pump your liquor, your lungs. Your lungs will go. So, right, you keep doing that, and I did that as long as I could, and that fucking was hard work. So it takes a lot of energy, whilst you're doing it. So not for the lazy. It's not that hard though, is it really? But I'll tell you what, it's fucking fun. Because as soon as I came out of that and I gave it everything, there was nothing left in my lungs. I couldn't do one more. I couldn't do one fucking pan out more. Literally, once you get to that point, you push it to the limits. Yeah, you won't fucking die. It's not like hypoxia. You can't even die from holding your breath. Did you guys know that? You can't actually die from holding your breath too long either. You just go unconscious. This one, actually, you know what I can feel now? I can feel mucus in my lungs being pulled out. You know, the same way that when I eat mucus-forming foods, and I do aged urine, drink aged urine or aged urine up the nose, I can feel in my lungs this kind of shift as I know it sounds ridiculous, but I can feel it. If you do urine therapy, aged urine, you'll realise the aged urine pulls it out. It's the same feeling in my lungs. There's a nice feeling in my lungs now of mucus being pulled out. I forgot about that. I started this yesterday, back on it, a few days ago actually, and I forgot that benefit, that it's actually pulling mucus from my lungs when just doing one simple breath work. Wim Hof doesn't do that, and this breath holds doesn't do that, and Kapalbhati doesn't do it. It's really doing something powerful for my lungs. My lungs, I can feel, maybe it's because I push myself to the limit, I can actually feel my lungs burning up. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's all you do. Like a dog, look stupid, and just keep panning out like as much as you can, for as long as you can. Now I'll add a squat into that, so I'll prone myself down to a squatting position and hold, and then do the panting, which adds even more. But without it, my God, even without doing that, just doing it sitting down, it's fucking high. I feel way different, and it lasts too. The benefits of these breath works last a long time, right? This one I can still feel my lungs, this nice mucus coming out of my lungs and like burning up, and it would definitely, my brain vibrated, my head vibrated for a few seconds after. I don't know, maybe doctors would say, Harry, you're hypoxic, very dangerous. Well, all I know is that it's pulling mucus out of my lungs, and in that kind of form, it's a good thing. So if anyone tells you it's wrong what the yogi's done, they're fucking wrong. And how easy is that to do? You just gotta look a little bit stupid, yeah? But you can do doggy panting pretty much anywhere. Maybe in the privacy of your own home is a good one. Very powerful. My favourite Power Ranger mate. Yeah, Breath of Fire is good too. You can get high on that, but I found that the one to get high on is doggy panting. Is even more power than Kapalbhati. And I love Kapalbhati. I'll roll Kapalbhati for, as I got more healthy, I can handle the Kapalbhati for a good couple of minutes. And I'll do it, you know, but maybe it's because there's a blockage. You know how there's you're always dominant in one nose and the other one gets blocked a little, you know, either, and the alternate nostril breathing is a natural process of the body. Always one nose is dominant. That means that air's not coming fully out of both noses. There's always a little bit of mucus on one side of the nose. That's purposely done there so that every couple of hours you got the left nose dominant, and then it switches to the right nose, then the left nose. That I think takes away a little bit. I think this is my theory. Takes away a little bit from Kapalbhati's benefits, although it's still very powerful. Whereas the doggy panting and squatting, you're getting all the air forcefully out of the mouth, so there's no like spaces or mucus to stop it, and therefore it gives you a nice fucking high. And I got this from a book actually called The 8 Chakras. So that's another one I recommend you read. It's got loads of little exercises like that, and doggy panting and squatting was one of them, which I was on and now I'm back on, and I'm going to commit to. But what it said in the book is that it removes the toxins from your throat. I think it does way more than that. I think it's removing toxins from my lungs. It's giving my lungs and diaphragm an amazing fucking workout, exercise for lungs and diaphragm. Wow, so does loads of things. So does laughing. To be fair, if you force yourself to laugh, you give yourself a lung workout. But I mean, that's while you're doing something really healthy too, as well. So it's I highly recommend doggy panting. I realise now that it's one of my favourites for not just for fun, but how it makes me feel afterwards. I feel high, and now that's why I guess I've just been chuckling to myself and taking a piss out of myself. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let's hope you guys more to the point. I hope you guys practice this shit and see what I'm talking about and commit to making these part of your dailies and experiment around, because some people say, "Well, do you mean it? Why would this be so powerful breath work?" You should all have done Wim Hof's breath holds, Kapalbhati. Add this one on, see which one's more powerful. But I mean it. When you do this doggy panting, go to your absolute limit of the pant. So you got no pants left in your body, no pants left. You got no fucking air out of explanation. You literally lose your last lung power. Use it. Get to that point, yeah. And just like I did there, and I do every time I do it. And afterwards, you tell me whether it's not one of the most powerful breath work things you could ever do. Or maybe there is more powerful, holotropic, and people getting high on DMT, endogenous release of other stuff. I think that is more powerful, but I mean in terms of basic ones, yeah, for those who have to pay expensive money on Or I don't know, just try around. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Pant, doggy squat, doggy pant, man. Pant like a dog. Maybe the dogs had it right. We should be panting all day. Or at least some part of the day for our health. Pant like a dog, yo.